Presenting her report on promoting accountability and reconciliation in Sri Lanka to the 25th regular session of the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva today, the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Navi Pillay, said that an international investigation on alleged human rights violations in Sri Lanka is not only warranted but possible. Here are excerpts from the debate on the report at the UNHRC today.
Failure to address the grief and trauma of victims and survivors undermines confidence in the state and reconciliation. At this time, new evidence continues to emerge, and witnesses are willing to come forward to testify before international mechanisms in which they have confidence and which can guarantee their protection. This shows that an international inquiry is not only warranted but also possible and can play a positive role in eliciting new information and establishing the truth where domestic inquiry mechanisms have failed.
Politicized processes will only impede the delicate balance of the ongoing reconciliation process in Sri Lanka, as well as the constructive engagement Sri Lanka has continued to maintain with this Council.
We welcome the Government of Sri Lanka's cooperation in facilitating recent visits by the High Commissioner and the Rapporteur for Internally Displaced Persons, and encourage the Government to respond positively to the offer of technical assistance made by the High Commissioner and requests for visits by Special Procedure mandate holders. We note that the High Commissioner Pillay has encouraged the Government to prioritize the visits of the Special Procedures mandate holders on enforced or involuntary disappearances and on minority issues.
The Council continues to pay disproportionate attention to Sri Lanka, spearheaded by political motivations. Rather than encourage and support the ongoing reconciliation process in Sri Lanka, as well as the constructive engagement Sri Lanka continues to maintain with this Council, it is ironic that the draft resolution on Sri Lanka being mooted by some members of this Council is reflected of the same partisan agenda in its request to the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights to undertake a comprehensive independent investigation. Assistance to this progress by third-party experts whose mandate and credentials are far from clear, and its deliberate exclusion of a significant part of the duration of the terror conflict from the period under investigation via the introduction of particular time frames would be both precedent-setting and prejudicial of the interests of all member and observer states of this Council in future.